Good morning, Good morning, comrades! Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the Nürburgring, and you may ask yourself the question, what's up with the helmet, what's up with the race suit? But actually this video is being shot like today. Well, like this you can see that it's 10 to 2 and I just finished my stint of RCN race and realized like, hey, I haven't shot a video for today, I still need to do it, and actually Tristan is still driving right now. Let's quickly check the live timing. Okay, see it? We're still P1, so that's good. Hopefully we will finish P1 as well. So after this video, we will go to the award ceremony. Anyway, enough off topic. Let's get started with the actual topic of today. I want to talk about a couple of interesting cars that have been driving here at the Nürburgring recently. And starting with... Wait, are those timing beacons? Is this a GT4 RS? Yeah, but we already spent way too much on off-topic stuff in the intro of this video, so we're gonna save it for another time. Let's start with the car to which the title of this video is dedicated to, the SF90.
Ooh la la. Impressive, isn't it?
SF90 ran 6 minutes 57 in a sport auto configuration during the so-called high performance industry pool. What is high performance industry pool? During the industry pool, the manufacturers are allowed to test their vehicles. That's usually done from 8 till 5 in the evening, but once a month on a Wednesday night, they are allowed to do like high performance testing where the cars are limited, or so to say the track time is limited to 1 car per half an hour, so they can see how fast they could go. So just to see how fast they could go doesn't mean that they will actually go full throttle. Usually, well, if I would compare the times between the high performance industry pool session and the actual lap records, there's between 10 to even sometimes 15 seconds between, between the lap times. So the car theoretically could go sub 650, which is already very impressive. So again, you have to bear in mind that this was a sport auto configuration. The full lap time would be above about 5 seconds plus, and again, if they would actually be going for it, it would be a lot faster. I have to say that this was only one attempt, and the following day Tim messaged me saying like, yo, SF90 is going out with tire warmers and everything. But later we found out that this was actually Christian Gebhardt driving from Sport Auto. So I'm sure we will see a very interesting video on his channel or on the Sport Auto channel what the car can do. Previously he lapped the pista in 7 minutes 00 point something seconds. So this probably is going to be the first car, the first Ferrari car that could go sub 7 on the Sport Auto configuration. There's of course the question, would Ferrari go for official lap time? But they have definitely very interesting weapon right now with SF90 in their pocket, but we know that it's SF90 Stradale, so at some point there is going to be more spicy version of it, and this they should go for a lap record. But we explained it already multiple times that the reason why some manufacturers don't do Nürburgring lap records because A, they don't care, they don't need it to sell their cars, and Ferrari is probably one of the best, it is the highest valued brands out there, so they really don't need that game, and the majority of their customers really don't care what the car can do on the Nürburgring. So other than lap times set by journalists such as Christian Gebhardt, we will probably not see any official lap record attempt from a manufacturer. Let's move on to the next car, and this was a blue BMW M4, and I clocked it, but then later on I realized that this was Christian as well driving, so I'm gonna let him mention the lap time once he has done it, once he has publicized it on the Sport Auto channel. But speaking of BMW, there was the G82 M4 CSL, or whatever they're going to call the extra spicy version of it. And the CSL, or again whatever they might eventually call it, did impressive 7 minutes 23 plus minus 1 second, because I cannot be precise because I have to listen when the car goes over the finish line. And this is already 5 seconds faster than the current fastest BMW, the M4 GTS, which done a 7 minutes 28. So again, if they would go for an actual lap time once the car is actually finished, because again at this point it's probably prototype stage, pre-production prototype stage, they're still fine-tuning a couple of things. So if the car will go sub minutes 10, this will be a very, very fast car, especially, and I already mentioned it, by driving the G82s, the manual version or the pedal shift. The G models, M models are one of the best cars that I have driven. I disagree with their looks, I'm still gonna say it, but when they're black, they're amazing and they drive like nothing else out there, especially for that price class. So I'm very excited to see what the spicy M4 will do eventually. All right, let's move on to another car, the Aston Martin DBX, maybe an extra spicy version, who knows? The car has done 2 runs. On the first run, it did approximately 7 minutes 49, and on the second run, it did 7 minutes 47. The question is, of course, will they go for a lap record among all the SUVs? Do they care? Are they fast enough? Currently, as mentioned, the car was clocked at 7 minutes 47. The current lap record holder is Porsche Cayenne Turbo GT, driven by Lars Kern. It managed to do 7 minutes 38.9. This was a full lap. The 7 minutes 47 was Sport Auto, so add another 5 seconds to it, subtract another 15 seconds to it. From the, if they would go full on it, maybe, possibly, who knows. It could be, we will see, time will tell, but even now this is a very, very fast car, a very fast SUV, so I'm excited to see if they eventually will do something. And that's it pretty much regarding the cars that were running the high performance industry pool, but still I want to give some extra shout outs to other cars that have been running the regular industry pool. Let's start off with AMG One. When we spotted the car for the first time, beginning of this year, the car was an actual prototype mule. I would like to say it was an absolute mess because it was having engine issues, but this is something that you are going through as a manufacturer when you're developing a car. It's not that something like you're gonna present a concept at the Geneva Motor Show and say it's gonna have 2000 horsepower and the very next day you already have it in your workshop. No, it takes years to actually develop it because the numbers that you're saying are actually based on calculation, and then it's like a very big hard work, and it's usually a big fight between the marketing department and engineering department when marketing says we're gonna have this perfect car and engineering is like, what, how, when, this is like the beauties of working for a car manufacturer that you get behind to understand. But eventually engineering team does manage it, and also in case of AMG One, the car was going like it was a day and night difference between the earlier prototype stages and what I could have seen the last couple of days here on Nürburgring Nordschleife. So I'm very excited for the final product, and hopefully they will go actually for a lap record, considering the fact that I have already so much experience by testing this car here on the Nürburgring and gathering all the data. So will be interesting to see. We will see. Now the second car that I want to mention is Singer DLS. And the reason why I want to say that is because they have been here for roughly 2 weeks. And this was done to fulfill their homologation program, to homologate the car according to European specs. And this is again something very cool, because the car is probably, as far as I know, is sold out, or again doesn't need the Nürburgring to prove any point that it needs to be sold out. And they have been here consistently, like non-stop, driving for 2 weeks without any issues, this as far as I could tell. So the product that they're making is not only exclusive, but it's actually working. So, and again, to go through this extra, let's say, effort, extra struggles as a small volume manufacturer to homologate your car for like all the markets that were you selling to, that deserves like a big respect. So good job, Zinger, and congratulations to all the owners, and hopefully maybe they will actually eventually also do a Nürburgring lap record attempt, or just like to see what lap time they could do, because even though with this car it's not really relevant or into like it will not break any records, but it will be definitely fast and interesting to see for future customers. Now, the final car, we had already GT4 RS, we had the upcoming 992 GT3 RS. There were lots of Porsches lapping already with full P1300 Recaro seats, full cage. So they're definitely up to something, and but for that, subscribe, like, share, hit the notification bell. We will talk about it later, because I think Tristan just finished his racing stint, so I'm gonna quickly upload this video and go hopefully to the award ceremony, or at least go say hi to him and give him a chocolate croissant or something. So thanks for watching. Check out our Instagram page as well, by the way, so you can see how we did it actually in the race, and to stay tuned for the upcoming updates. Let me know in the comments as well, what is the car you are most looking forward to, what are you most excited about, and as mentioned, see you next time. I really gotta run now. Bye bye. Wishing you a very good weekend, and by the way, tomorrow is the full day of TF, Tourist and Fahrt Public Session Nürburgring, so if you have no plans, come over here, let's do some laps. Now really, bye bye. And a quick bonus, because I realized I forgot to mention BAC Mono R, that has been lapping the Nürburgring, and they've been quite open about it, that they have been clocking up the miles and testing on the Nürburgring, but they didn't tell us what exactly they were doing. And the car was driven by Adam Christodoulou. Check out the video in case you missed where we went for a lap in the Beast of the Green Hell. But yeah, he's been also pretty open about it. 340 brake horsepower and 560 kilo. What time do you think we got? So will be interesting to see. But hopefully they will tell us at some point. It's definitely a very exciting car. All right, now really goodbye, have a nice weekend, and see you next time. Bye.